Ever feel like your brain is working against you? You're not alone. Our minds shape reality, influence actions, and determine success. Buckle up for a mental joyride and discover the awe-inspiring capabilities of your brain. The power of positive thinking. Think about what it would be like if you could fly like Peter Pan simply by thinking good thoughts. Despite the fact that we may not be able to fly just yet, Dr. Martin Seligman, the guru of positive psychology, reminds us that optimism can have a substantial impact on both our mental and physical well-being. The findings of his research indicate that individuals who have a positive outlook not only have a greater capacity to persevere in the face of hardship, but they also have a tendency to live longer and healthier lives. Imagine this: your neighbor, who was previously dissatisfied, suddenly becomes upbeat and happy overnight simply by thinking positively. Doesn't that sound enchanted? Every time you make the conscious decision to look at things from a positive perspective, it is as if you are adding a few more years to your life that are filled with joy and good health. Therefore, the next time you find yourself inclined to mutter something, consider smiling instead. Both your body and your mind will be grateful to you for doing so. The subconscious mind. Freud, the man who is considered to be the godfather of psychoanalysis, was the one who first proposed the concept of the subconscious mind, which is responsible for a significant portion of our actions without our conscious awareness. Imagine having a sneaky roommate who rearranges your furniture while you are sleeping. This is exactly what it is like. The subconscious mind is responsible for processing information and storing memories, giving it the ability to influence our decisions and behaviors. For example, your unexplainable aversion to clowns could be nothing more than a repressed recollection of a horrifying birthday party. The hidden layers of the mind, according to Freud's idea, are analogous to the employees working behind the scenes of a play, conducting the performance without ever taking a bow. You might find yourself rethinking your next rash choice after coming to this insight. Perhaps it is not as random as you thought it was. The placebo effect. Do you remember feeling better after taking a sugar pill? The placebo effect, which is a demonstration of the power that the mind has over the body, has been experienced by you. The findings of the research conducted by Dr. Irving Kirsch indicate that patients who are given placebo treatments frequently report genuine improvements in their diseases. This example demonstrates how powerful belief and expectation can be in a given situation. The next time you find yourself reaching for that questionable herbal medicine, keep in mind that it could be your brain that is doing the heavy lifting rather than you. It's almost as if your mind is asking you, "Are you sure that this will be successful? What do you say, let's make it happen?" In conclusion, the next time you are feeling under the weather, it is possible that having some faith in your ability to recover will be the most effective treatment. Neuroplasticity. Neuroplasticity is a fancy term for the brain's ability to rewire itself, and Dr. Michael Merzenich has shown that our brains are like Play-Doh, malleable throughout our lives. Stroke patients, for example, can recover lost functions by training other parts of their brain to take over. It's like discovering your non-dominant hand is a hidden superhero. With enough practice, you might just become ambidextrous, or at least better at juggling. Neuroplasticity means that learning a new language or musical instrument at any age is entirely possible. Your brain is constantly evolving, adapting, and improving, much like a tech gadget receiving regular updates to enhance performance. The impact of stress. Known as the master of stress research, Hans Selye investigated the ways in which stress impacts both the body and the psyche. There are a variety of health problems that can be brought on by prolonged stress, including anxiety and depression. However, you shouldn't worry about stress because it can be helpful to learn skills for managing stress, such as techniques like mindfulness and relaxation exercises. Imagine that you are using yoga mats and fragrant candles to coax a wild animal into submission. In little time at all, you will be as peaceful as a cucumber if you practice Zen. Offering your brain a day at the spa, complete with calming music and fragrant oils, is like giving it a day off. Keep in mind that a moderate amount of tension can be motivating, but an excessive amount of stress can transform you into a frazzled mess. Therefore, you should learn to find that ideal equilibrium. Cognitive dissonance. The discomfort that we experience when we hold views that are in contradiction with one another is explained by Liam Festinger's theory of cognitive dissonance. Attempting to enjoy a pizza while being aware that you are on a diet is like attempting to stick to a diet plan. It just doesn't sit right. The psychological tug-of-war that people experience frequently motivates them to alter their views or behaviors in order to make peace with themselves. So if you are someone who places a high value on health but is also a smoker, stopping smoking could be your brain's method of resolving that internal conflict. Your lungs will be grateful to you. Your mind may be trying to tell you to make better decisions by causing you to experience cognitive dissonance. Even in situations where you are tempted to disregard it, there is a small voice in your head that tells you, you know better. The role of emotions. Dr. Paul Ekman, the real-life Sherlock Holmes of emotions, has shown that emotions are universal and significantly influence our behavior. Emotions like fear, joy, and anger drive our actions and decisions, impacting everything from relationships to work performance. Ever tried negotiating a raise while hangry? Not recommended. Understanding and managing emotions can help you navigate life's roller coaster with a bit more grace and a lot fewer regrettable emails. It's like having an internal weather system. Learning to predict and prepare for emotional storms can make all the difference. So next time you feel a surge of emotion, take a moment to understand it before reacting. The mirror neuron system. Giacomo Rizzolatti discovered mirror neurons, the brain cells that make us human mimics. These neurons fire when we perform an action, and when we watch someone else do the same thing. It's why you cringe when someone else gets a paper cut. This system helps us understand and empathize with others, making social interactions smoother. Think of it as the brain's way of saying, I feel you, bro. This mirroring capability is crucial for learning and social bonding, explaining why yawns are contagious and why we feel so connected to others' experiences. The influence of the unconscious. Carl Jung, Freud's rebellious student, expanded on his mentor's ideas with the concept of the collective unconscious and archetypes. Jung believed these universal symbols influence our behavior and experiences. Ever dream of being a hero? That's your unconscious mind at work, pushing you towards greatness. Embrace your inner archetype, whether it's the warrior, the sage, or the jester, though maybe leave the jester at home for job interviews. Jung's theory suggests that our unconscious minds are not just personal but shared, tapping into a reservoir of human experience and wisdom. This can be both comforting and empowering, knowing you're connected to something much larger than yourself. The Power of Habit. Charles Duhigg, in his best-selling book, The Power of Habit, explores how habits shape our lives. Habits are automatic behaviors we can change by understanding the habit loop. Cue, routine, and reward. For instance, replacing a nightly snack with a walk can be achieved by identifying the cue, boredom, the routine, snacking, and the reward, feeling good. With enough practice, you might just become a lean, mean, habit-changing machine. Think of habits as the brain's autopilot mode. Once you set the right course, you can achieve remarkable things with minimal effort. Breaking bad habits and forming new ones might be challenging, but it's entirely within your mental power. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the incredible power of the mind. If you enjoyed this exploration, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Together, let's unlock the endless potential within us and light the path to a brighter future.